we didn't play well or sharp offensively. As obviously you look at the numbers, and I think at times because the ball wasn't going in the hole for us, it affected us on the defensive end. And it was one of those gritty games where you got to figure out how to win the game when, especially your ball's not going in. And certainly when you look at our team, what's made us special this year is we've been consistent having at least 4 guys in double figures, and tonight we didn't have that. I thought we had some good play from DJ. I thought he came in and did a good job. I thought to Quavion, he carried us early in the game, but a couple of guys never really got into a flow, and offensively we struggled. And when we struggled, I thought we gave up some easy baskets on the other end. Obviously today's kids, when the ball's not going in, offensively sometimes it affects you on the defensive end. Got to get back in the gym, get better. We'll work on some things. I have to stand up and take accountability and get us better on the offensive end, where we'll figure out how to make some shots. But it wasn't our night offensively tonight.
Is that the best Jarkel's been guarded in a game this year? It seemed like that kind of set the tone of their defense.
Yeah, Chip, I don't know that it was, and not to take away from Pitt's defense. I thought we missed shots. I remember looking at out there the game as we played, and some of the shots that we normally would make, even his drives to the rim, he didn't finish. And certainly give them credit because they won the game, and I thought obviously it was a slugfest, and if you can win the game that way, but I just thought we missed a lot of easy shots that we normally would make.
Seemed like Casey had a hard time kind of getting involved in the offense tonight. Didn't get a lot of good looks tonight for a guy that's been getting a lot, seems like.
Yeah, I think they did a good job getting back in transition. A lot of Casey's shots have come with him running the floor and getting out in transition. I thought they stayed at home. When you were shooting the ball as well as he is, they did a good job of staying at home. Reason why we got so many open looks to our post guys as they roll, because they stayed with our shooters a lot.
Was there a point in the first half where you, and maybe at halftime, like the stat sheet, 14 threes attempted, I believe, or 15 threes out of 34 shots? Was that a little too many threes?
No, that's who we are. I mean, that's, we got, like, for example, I thought Jack got some great looks. None of them looked good as they came off. And certainly, I thought we got some, T was hot early from 3 and made some shots. It was a weird night for us offensively, and we wasn't clicking as I would hope we would be. And like I said, we got to get back in the gym and we got to get some shots up.
Is this the kind of game where having older players might help you for the next game? Where they've had bad games before. I mean, it's not the first night they've had bad shooting games. Where they're able to bounce back.
Meaning individual
quicker.
or team?
Right, individual. I mean, you've got some guys on the team that are older players that have had bad college games shooting the ball, but they were able to put it behind them, where a younger guy might,
Yeah, you know what, Chip, we got no choice.
Yeah.
We got to move on. The great thing about this, unfortunately, we lost our ACC opener. The great thing about it is we got 19 more of them to play, and we got to figure out how to get it back on the other end. And it doesn't define us. It was a good game. Give Pitt credit. We just got to go back to work and get ready for our next game, and then our next one after that.
The consensus in the locker room was similar to what you said. The defense was impacted by the offense. Is that going to be a focus maybe going into Coppin State and then at Miami? Trying to separate that.
Yeah, absolutely. But we hope we play better the way we've been playing offensively. And, you feel bad for our guys because everything had gone well for them in this early season offensively. We've had great numbers against great teams when you talk about playing against the Kansas, Butler, and Dayton. And tonight, for whatever reason, we didn't shoot the ball well, and we gotta get back to making shots.
Joyner seemed to have confidence. He seemed to feel like he didn't force too much. It was just within the flow of the game, and it just was one of those days. Are those shots that you were happy with, or did you?
Yeah, if you look back at all of Jarkel's shots, they were shots he's taken all year long. He just missed them. He's normally pretty good at his pull-up and didn't make those. And typically he would get to the free throw line, didn't have a lot of opportunities there, and I thought he missed his 3-point shot. So I know him, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of those guys will get to the gym later on. Not a mandatory thing, but I know those guys, and they'll be working on their shot, and we got to flush it. What we did offensively, we got to figure out how to get better defensively, and then get back in there and work and get ready for Coppin.
You kind of take solace in the fact, as you mentioned, that this is early in ACC season. You have a Reynolds game, and then you have another ACC game, so they're going to kind of come hot and heavy over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we got, certainly our home opener here, and we wanted to win it. And it's an ACC game, and you guys know how important these are. But at the end of the day, you can't put your head down. We got a lot more basketball to play. We've had a really good start to our season, and as I told the guys in the locker room, the only one loss, we didn't let the Kansas loss define us. We moved on, and we got to do the same thing with this one.
Coach, when Jarkel and Jack Clark are shooting as poor as they did tonight, not something that they're used to doing, what are you saying to them in the locker room or in the huddle?
We're very encouraging. I mean, one thing about guys who miss shots that normally make them, they're not trying to miss. And so we're trying to get them as much confidence as they can. We're asking them to do other things to affect the game. One thing I told Jack is, because Jack has been our best rebounder, hey, go in there and get you an easy basket. Go in there and get you an offensive rebound, something to get you going. And then sometimes it's amazing how it works. If you get an easy basket, you get to the free throw line, you make a shot, then all of a sudden your outside shot goes on. So I'm telling those guys, try to do a couple of other things to impact the game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.